All right, and for those tuning in, we are going to continue our play of Final Fantasy 16. I did a little bit of play off stream. It's been a few days since I've done a live stream. Just I had a lot of IRL stuff going on, so I wasn't able to stream consistently. But I did, I think, like, I don't remember if it was like Friday night or something. I did do a stream that for YouTube, not a live stream, but a recording for YouTube, where I cleared a bunch more side quests, maybe like 7 or 8 more side quests. You'll notice the main hub area, the hideaway, is clear of side quests. I didn't get every side quest done. I think we still have a few off in the world, yeah, over here. But we're gonna go ahead for the time being and proceed on with the main story, which we're about 70% through right now. Because I want to see what happens next. And oh, this is where you the most useless exit, because it doesn't loop around. It's like a balcony. Again, 3D maps, very hard to tell in 2D.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've toned it.
And the PlayStation 5 number says we're 70% of the way through the game. I honestly thought we were further than that, but that's okay. All right.
But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right, but it's a long story.
Now whenever I hear this guy talk, I can see his voice actor, because there's clips of the voice actor all over like Twitter and social media, and now it's like I can see him talking.
Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used.
Samus Rex, congrats on being first.
Personal items we gave to the
You are officially first.
In the case of Sid's things, that would have been me.
And hugs right back at you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday.
I'll check the workshop.
Right. Search mid's dungeon. That's a weird thing to call it. Okay, it's actually faster probably to go up around this way. I always forget that there is another way up here, over here.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
Okay, here's one sparkle sparkle.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
Well, then we'll try the other sparkle sparkle.
What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. Something.
Hey,
tells me
Darcy,
Mid
good to
won't
see
be
you.
needing
Happy
these.
Tuesday. Okay.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Ooh. Mid, I know you like your riddles, so I'll reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, and so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, Daughter Dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck. I was like, yeah, that doesn't rhyme. Okay.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be?
So back to auto.
Perhaps Otto might know.
you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Okay, so that's
How are
interesting.
we supposed to do our duty when the hills are
A little something to the
It was an army.
I always say like
not a-
orchestrion. But I guess it's not equestrian, that would be like horsies. A little more something to it than just a cosmetic thing. Interesting.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
Orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this.
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this.
Why don't you go get on an elevator and do that at a convention?
See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
How convenient that at just the time I needed it, those little brats were pushing all the buttons.
There's something caught on one of the gears.
Hate to see you go, but
Did
love to watch you
break
leave.
it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Ooh, lots of ability points for that one.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Oh.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails? Try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to
Ooh,
get
we
back.
have a plus sign quest. Of course. Just when I clear all the fucking side quests here, we get new ones. One of them's a plus sign, though, so I do feel a little bit of an obligation to pick that one up and clear it, just because plus means it's going to unlock something. It could just be stronger potions, but you know what? Whatever it is, we need to do it right.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which,
Could be another
I'm
recipe or
actually
something.
a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission.
Did you call me?
And he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again.
Yeah, blacksmith blues.
Well,
So it's going to be another recipe that I
suppose there's
probably
no
can't
point
craft
leaving
right
it to
now,
stew.
but
Cheers, Clive.
we'll see. We'll try
I'll
it
be sure
anyway.
to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Oh god, that's another quest. Wait, I had just looked here. Oh lord. All right. 2 new quests popped up.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring he flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Alright, well, meanwhile, we know there's another unlock quest.
He's a surly soaker.
And I'm going to assume, since that one was a blacksmith quest, we've had a couple of those, this is probably going to be a potion or other type of... I think he even said at one point if you want to be able to carry more potions, he can do it. So it's probably like a potion carrying or potency quest.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
Oh,
How
they're gonna do
timely.
another hunt for you, huh?
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
So I gotta go find Super Marlboro. All I can think of when they talk about Morbles are the cigarettes, Marlboro. Because both smell disgusting and give you bad breath. How the hell will I get out of here? Over here.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've
Hello, little Moogle. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind on hunts. Look at that. Well, I guess I've like maybe half of them done, maybe. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, but we need to do this one. Okay, carrot. If you should come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of 3 reds, do not attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. It is in truth another root vegetable entirely, an exotic species of Morble that uses a modified carrot-like vine as a lure to draw its prey close. For emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole, a cruel way for nature to turn these times of privation into her advantage. So the Whispering Waters, Rosaria, Marshes of 3 Reeds. So the key information there, Whispering Waters, Rosaria, 3 Reeds Marsh. Just making a little note there. I don't forget any of it. Because I have the attention span of a flea sometimes. All right. So let's see if we can find it based on that information alone. We'll go ahead and focus on that. We're not quite ready to go there yet. But let's see. So Rosaria's this way? Yes, southern. So we need Whispering Waters. I don't know if anything here is going to help. Let's go... I guess Central's as good as anything else. We can kind of figure it out from there. At least see the map. Okay, so we're looking for Whispering Waters and three reeds mark. Okay, here's 3 reeds. So that's this area. Aha, Whispering Waters. Very clear designated area there. So this would have been the correct place to go. Which if I had read all the obelisks, I probably would have seen that name. That takes attention. Attention. I don't have time for that. Oh, and let's go ahead and do ourselves a favor and just do a little marker right here so we can find the entrance. I'm sure things will attack me, but do I care? Not particularly. Okay, we made it to the entrance. Go to the back. All right, here's the marsh. This is where we're gonna keep an eye out for a red carrot. Oh, or the game will auto. Yep. See if we can get it up to 2. Perfect. Hey Shane, good to see you. What do you, I don't show up on your Twitch app unless I'm under following. That's weird. I don't like that. I want to get discovered. Oh, whoops. I actually did not mean to cast this again, but at the same time, I can think of worse things to happen. Okay. Oh. Oh. He dived? Oh, so he can do that to me. Shane, this is a side quest I'm working on right now. We had some plus signs show up. Hey, Spike, it's good to see you. Yes, Carrot is interesting.
Nice try.
I gotta, I was gonna say, I gotta get him out of the muck, though. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Shit. That's the right move. Yay. Spike, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I was seeing on Blue Sky that you already finished this game.
Let's get this vine back to the yard.
Hey, Unconquered Soldier, good to see you as well. You got to get that new game plus on. Well, that platinum trophy ain't gonna unlock itself. You better get on it. All right, let's take care of this other side quest while we're out and about. Shane, since you said you didn't know where I was at in the story, I'm like the PlayStation said I was 70% of the way through, although I did finish another I finished another main quest. So I might actually be at like 71 now. I'm at 71%. So, and that is, we found a part for mid that was buried in the jukebox, basically. All right. Oh, we need to go down and around this way. Enabler. Well, that's what we do sometimes here on Twitch television. We show off hot, awesome games that make you want to play them. Great. I'm super helpful. Good to know. Is it this way? Yes, we go down this path here.
Come on.
Shane, since you've played this game a lot, and this goes to everybody in chat who've played this game a lot and, you know, follow a bunch of the stuff on social media and stuff, like, I can't hear Clive now without seeing the voice actor in my head because he does all those clips on Twitch of him reading dirty tweets and the things that people write. And so it's like, I can, like, usually I don't see the voice actors in my mind when I hear the lines, but with this guy, I am. It's not a bad thing. I mean, he's easy on the eyes, and he does a great job with the character, so.
Don't get surrounded.
See, this is the problem when Blue Sky doesn't have, like, video embeds yet, is that you miss some of that stuff, but, on the times I do log into Twitter, which is less and less these days, mind you, yes, you know, the algorithm sometimes gets it right and shows you the content you want to see, which for me is seeing Clive's voice actor read dirty tweets.
No, this charmer ain't letting anyone
Shane, you
through.
have to know what I'm talking about and can hook poor Spike up with a link, even if it involves going to Twitter for one thing.
Allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like.
Well, I think it's on a podcast
I suggest
too.
you go home.
I think there's
That's what I'm trying
some
to
friends
do,
of
you
his
prick.
overseas they do a podcast with.
Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
Just look at
What are you doing here?
Ben Starr's Twitter.
It was meant to be
He
a
had to have
surprise,
retweeted
since
it at
you
some
asked so
point.
nicely. I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
Give it like 2 weeks because more and more celebrities are jumping to Threads. And
Don't
I
go
know
starting
Threads isn't
anything,
great either
Chief.
because, and look, this side quest, it's another blacksmith upgrade. I'm going to talk over it because we've
Promise
seen
I
like
won't
3
throw
of
the
these
first
already.
punch. That good enough for you?
I know Threads is going to what is essentially the lesser of two evils and not by much by going over to Meta, but it's very much why I'm okay with Microsoft buying
Much obliged.
Activision, because Bobby Kotick is such a poo stain on this industry that, like, I'll literally take anything for him to leave. And if that means Microsoft comes in and buys Activision, then so be it. And that's how I feel about Threads and Twitter. So give it a couple weeks
So
because
this
the
is
way
Turbo's.
Threads is growing and all these
Not much
numbers and all
going
that
on,
stuff,
is
which it
there?
doesn't deserve the success that it has. It's not that great a platform, but the fact that it's integrated with Instagram, which is a big platform, made it very easy for people to get on there and, already have a network built, which most social media platforms will get you, right? My point is, celebrities, brands were already there the first day. Now celebrities are starting to make their way over to Threads as well. And that's what's going to do it. When Lady Gaga, or let's be real, when Taylor Swift and the Swifties, when Beyonce and the Beehive, when Barb's and Nicki, when they go to Threads, Twitter dead.
Forge on the hill.
That's that.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Yeah, Benstar does have a cute puppy. Oh yeah, it's exactly that with Microsoft and buy that's it. You said the same thing because you're smart like me. But no, sir, I think there's a lot of people that think that way, honestly.
Mama.
Okay, all right, hold on. You should just pause the game and play the video. All right, hold on. I can do that. Hold on. I cannot believe I'm giving into this, but also at the same time I kind of can sometimes. Let's see if I can get this to come up here.
My favorite thing in Final Fantasy XVI is that everyone refers to Clive as handsome or attractive, even if it's meant to be derogatory. LOL. The NPC enemies will be like, get the hot one with the fat tits and broody bedroom eyes. And I'll know they're talking about Clive and not Jill.
I think that's my favorite one. I'm gonna play it one more time because I had the wrong screen up. Hold on.
My favorite thing in Final Fantasy XVI is that everyone refers to Clive as handsome or attractive, even if it's meant to be derogatory. LOL. The NPC enemies will be like, get the hot one with the fat tits and broody bedroom eyes. And I'll know they're talking about Clive and not Jill.
I think that's my favorite one. And now that's all I can see in my mind when I hear Clive. Which again is not a bad thing. It's not. But I don't think it's what they actually intended to happen. Okay. All right, back to the game that has been derailed. Where the hell was I going? Here. Oh wait. You idiot, you were already there. I don't see why he'd be at FanFest, Shane, unless they made a part for him in the expansion that they're going to announce.
Mama.
Maybe he voices the bad guy in the expansion or something.
Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
Oh, that's a good thought. Announcing the 16 collaboration.
Pleasure to meet you.
That is a very good thought.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty.
Oh, a collaboration event has to happen.
Get out.
They just didn't do it right away because, and you've actually seen this in some of the talk and the think pieces about sales figures with this game, is that Yoshi P was going into it knowing that the sales will probably be a slow burn because it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive. So that they're going to do things throughout the first few months to keep trying to bump up the sales here and there. So a collaboration with 14, I mean, I kind of feel like 14's audience is perceptive enough to understand this is a single-player game from the 14 team, and that's, I would say for 90% of 14 players, that's all they need to hear to play it, but maybe the culture's different other places, I don't know, but it just seems to me like anybody that's playing 14 bothered to check this game out if they had a PlayStation 5.
That prick knows exactly where the exit is.
So I think they're intentionally putting the collaboration window. Plus, think about this. 14 needs content before its expansion. You know, they're going to announce that expansion. It's not going to be here until next fall, right? Endwalker was a fall release at this point because of COVID. I know they were coming out in summer, but then Endwalker got delayed. So, you know, they probably have a a 0.5 part 1 and a 0.5 part 2, but they're going to want to do a 16 collaboration as content for 14 as well. So like all of those things combined is the long game for sure.
Let me guess.
2 of your static members bought PS5s for this. I bought a PS5 for this.
Yes.
I mean, I bought it 4 months ago. I didn't buy it the day the game came out, but once it was very clear that there was not going to be a Final Fantasy branded PlayStation. I know there was in Japan, but I'm not paying those kind of fees. So once it was clear there wasn't going to be a Final Fantasy branded PlayStation or like a Slim or a redesign or something, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to get my PlayStation 5, get Theatrhythm on the PlayStation 5 with its 500 DLC songs, play that there, and then I'll have Final Fantasy 16 when it comes out. And then, of course, it worked out pretty well because when you finally convinced me to play Stranger of Paradise, even though I bought it on PlayStation 4, you get that free PlayStation 5 upgrade, and that worked out pretty well.
To get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravos in half had it gone on. So, I left.
Okay, so what have I missed while I've been talking?
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing
something from Blacksmith's past has made him hesitant to do the thing, and now he realizes he should do the thing, so we're going to help him do the thing, right? That's what it is, right?
Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Let's kidnap a bomb monster.
Yeah, he saw all of this coming. New crystals were the problem, not the solution.
Blackthorn's got more drama than anyone else in this game.
Doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
I mean,
it doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravos won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravos will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two with you, August.
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin.
Like, I knew I had to kill something as a part of this, or hunt something, or go get the special magical flower that, you know, glows at twilight when the moon is aligned.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
All right. Okay, well, that seems pretty easy to get to. I literally, here's how much I've been playing 14 lately. Even though my account is still active, I got a email 3 days ago that my house is about to get deleted. That's how much I've been playing 14. Oops. It's just, it's that 14 is in a content lull at the worst possible time when all of these other amazing games are coming out. And quite honestly, I bet the 14 team and Square Enix in general really doesn't give a hoot if I'm putting 14 on pause to play 16, because it's still a win for them. But Diablo 4 was a big deal for me too, so I've been playing a shitload of that as well. And with the seasons coming, I'll probably go right back to that after I beat this. Although, I did just get Zelda Tears of the Kingdom because I finally got my $100 worth of Costco cards, or excuse me, my $100 worth of Nintendo cards at Costco for 90 bucks. Then I bought the voucher.
Let's make this quick.
So it was the big-brained way of getting 2 Nintendo games for 90 bucks instead of 100, including a $70 game.
This one. Nice try.
So you might see a Tears of the Kingdom stream or two in the near future. Got it. I'm hoping to. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't beat Breath of the Wild, so I'm hoping that it kind of, because like the Zelda games are not that connected. They're maybe a little more connected than these games, but I feel like I'll be fine not having played Breath of the Wild. But if that's incorrect, then let me know. They're connected, but can be played standalone. That's kind of what I figured. I figured it was kind of like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where it's like they're similar, but no.
What's this all about then?
Dad,
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Nope, killing things is my specialty. Tears was supposed to be DLC, but it was so huge it made it its own game. Oh,
Should be
interesting.
plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
The first one was fine. It's just I always struggle with open world games to like fucking focus. And I don't know if that's just my attention issues in general or what, but
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work.
as long as you're having fun,
It's
right?
hot enough, all right, and without a single crystal in sight. You know what this means, don't you? I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier.
Shane says, I told my static I was ready to boo Yoshi P again, and they were shocked I did the first time. I couldn't make them understand. You were being pretty bitchy, but I understand they upset you a lot with what they did with Blue Mage. Tears of the Kingdom is narratively a very direct sequel to Breath of the Wild. Mechanically, I don't find them to be very connected, like owing to TOTK's Origins as DLC. Like the gameplay focuses on a completely different thing in a really interesting way. Okay.
After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say.
Limited jobs are still a bad idea. You don't make fan for jobs.
These things
Well,
take
that
time.
just means they're
Especially
going to
when
have
they
to
involve
double
two
down
geezers
on
who
limited
grudges
jobs
tighter
in the
than
next
hammers.
expansion and give us a
But
new
what
one.
matters is Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in
Here
his
comes
eye.
that doubling down.
I call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Okay. Now we can go back to the hideaway to turn these 2 side quests in. So what, we're only getting distracted by what, like 45 minutes by side quests that unlock things?
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
One job.
Oh,
Hey, Robo Ray Gun. It was good to see you the other night, by the way. That was so random. But thanks for lurking. Hope you're doing well.
Pick old Cinder. How'd you come by this?
And you have about 3 minutes while we're still wrapping up side quests before I get back on the main quest.
And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. You didn't say so, but
Well, that was an odd place to run into each other, too. It was like right at the door where it's like, oh, if we stand here and chat, we're literally blocking the whole fucking place. So, bad timing, but
this place, don't you?
no way to know.
Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
That's what, right. Time to work overtime. Make me more gear.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same.
Thanks, Robo Raygun. Enjoy dinner.
was I?
Hope it's something delicious.
About
I mean,
to put Zoltan back in his
I'm sure
place.
dinner's always delicious, but I hope tonight is especially delicious.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Well, obviously I'm not through the game yet, Sulker, but so far my thoughts are very, like, it's very extremes. Some of them are really, really good. Like, some of them really enrich the backstory and have, like really, like, deep stuff that could have been main quests, honestly, and you wouldn't have been able to tell. Some of them, like, honestly, what we just did, filler content. I mean, I guess maybe somebody cares about the blacksmith's past and his little rivalry, but, like, the whole we're competitors, but we're really the same, and is kind of a tired plot device, isn't it? So that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't think every side quest shines, but some of them are really good. Like, it's worth playing through them to see them. Very much filler queens. Oh, sure. Hi, Neuroxen. It's good to see you. Yeah, it leads to an important reward, sure, but That doesn't mean the quest is that. I mean, I've literally been talking over that entire quest.
Can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a
Which,
violent manner.
it's fine. They can't, they can't all be.
Yeah.
But like, there were some in the first act of the game with like the kids and some of the stuff involving the branded and that stuff that was like,
this to the Morganbeards.
whoa,
When
like intense
I
stuff.
successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
I'm assuming those are the quests you're talking about. Yeah, I think that's the zone. Yeah.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
So it is going to be potion potency, it sounds like, as a reward for that. Oh my god, these quest names. Stop. Stop. Level up. I strongly agree some of the side quests have been strong enough story bits that they should have been part of main story quests. Yes. Yes, I would agree with that. Both potions and high potions are even more HP, while the others last even longer. Hooray. Alright. Now we go back to the main quest. Alright, let's do a quick save. Alright. Okay, so spoiler warning, we're going back on the main quest. To me, most of the segments have important in some way. I mean, I guess, but I feel just some do it much better than others. Like that quest we just did. For a fairly simple kill one creature and bring me back its bones type of quest, there was a lot that went into that in the story. So that was interesting, but...
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings
This time I actually want to pay attention to the quest stuff.
Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne.
I like Mid a lot too, and I love that it's Sid and Mid.
And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off
until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bullets! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
Okay, so it's turned army.
Here they come.
It's like the first time he sounded like really freaked out in a while. I guarantee these mobs are going to be things you fight in that collaboration. Oh, jeez.
It needs every moment we can give her. Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers.
Behind you? I'll have you know earthbreaking here. One struck fear into the heart of every man in the fleet. Go, Gorgo. This one.
About that offer, Gav? How are we doing, Nick? I thought you said that ship was fast.
More. Perfect. Oh, can I get that up to 3 now? That's great if so.
I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers. Come on, then.
A Torgal minion is an incredible idea, and I hope they do it.
Let's try.
Again, what I would give for them to patch Garuda's tornado to be a little more transparent. Dragoons can have Dion's outfit if Reaper can have Terrence's outfit. Keep the roles paired together and all that. Byron. Yeah, Byron's a great character. Honestly, I am assuming we're gonna get at least one more icon ability, if not 2. And so there's gonna be something to replace Garuda's tornado
You
with.
heard the captain. Clive.
But I thought he was...
You're supposed to be dead.
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Which actually makes a lot of sense based on the name.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Heads will roll.
New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you?
I swear it was the name of Odin's horse in one of the other games.
Engine's dead slow ahead.
care, my friend. Tis not blood that runs through an open veins. These foes will not fall.
But they will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
I want to see if this goes up to 3.
How long are we meant to keep this up? As long as it takes. Unless you have a better...
It does. Oh my god, will it go to 4? Does it go to 11? It does go. Oh. I didn't know I was missing a trophy for that. I figure things out eventually. I'm just a little slow.
Wait for my signal!
All right, I'm doing the tornado. It sucks, but it's such good crowd control.
Right, run for it!
Oh, that's me waking up in the morning and getting out of bed. Why didn't he just use his little Phoenix teleport? Alright, I guess not everything has to be logic. Makes sense. It's fine.
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
Meanwhile, at the ocean.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ha! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one,
Oh yeah, the
mind,
Bahamut
but a
abilities are
single one
incredible, Spike.
nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Randalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Yeah, the Giga Flare is so good for stagger damage. Like, that was how I was able to break 50k and get that one trophy.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
Oh, my back.
Cheerio.
A lightning rod before Giga Flare. Interesting, okay. I kind of threw Ramu's abilities away, but maybe I should give him another look.
Do keep up, my boy.
Now that I know better, you can kind of like mix and match things.
Well, you can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
I guess that would make sense though, because lightning rod would be the item would be doing damage. Oh, I want to know what happened to you.
Great God of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord.
Okay, we can go to a boat now. Phoenix ability, Flames or Rebirth. I'm not even sure I'd use that one to quickly get to 1.5 and go ham with Judgment. So it's like you're using all the special abilities. Interesting.
Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it's taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed! Aye, aye!
Do you feel that,
Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
So are we gonna like invade the other boat?
Where one leads, so does the other follow.
I kind of want a Garuda figure. I liked the way they did Garuda in this game better than any other Final Fantasy that I can think of.
My every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
I also don't love that they made Odin a bad guy, but I'm still kind of hoping maybe there's things still to explain.
Great Grigor's gas!
Ruggless.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Well, it's pretty amazing, Roxanne. I went back and watched that Final Fantasy launch trailer again today, and if you haven't watched the original Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 16 announced trailer in some time, go back and watch it, because the fascinating thing about that Final Fantasy 16 launch trailer, it is entirely the prologue. There is nothing in it that isn't in that 2-hour prologue. And yet, when we originally saw that, we kind of we're like, oh, that's what the battle looks like. Oh, that's what the game looks like. Oh, we get a little piece here, a little piece there. There's nothing in it that isn't in that prologue. Pretty wild. So yeah, they wanted to keep everything after the prologue a secret. I think most of the marketing was fairly limited to that prologue. I'm kind of surprised they told as much as they did that, oh, Ifrit is actually Clive. But they still kind of left that vague how that got there. Ooh. Oh, this makes me think Leviathan. Except I know we're not getting that.
This one. Get him.
I didn't say you could fall to the ground. Protect is so annoying.
Let's try. Get him. Over here. This one.
Nice. The 13 announced trailer. Ooh, I bet that is an interesting one to go back and watch. Especially, God, those original 13 versus trailers are like nothing of what 15 became. You can tell they just 15 completely got restarted at some point. It's very clear.
I need to hurry.
The original 13 verses look like a freaking Kingdom Hearts game. Gay Care Bear stare. Jeez. No, the only thing that would make it better is if it actually shot rainbows as opposed to just the white light. Oh no. If they kill mid, we're having words. We're having serious words. Oh, that's them fighting on the boat. I thought they were on the other boat.
No! There he is! He wants him alive!
Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
Extra shotguns!
Not somebody fucking caring. Get, you know what? Get over here. You shut up. You shut up. Oh, I actually didn't mean to do circle again, but oh well, we'll do it. We're not giving that ability enough credit either. That Titan Punch is so fucking satisfying. I'm like, can I just pull somebody out of the tornado so I can fight them?
She must be here somewhere.
We're gonna kill everyone on this ship to get to Jill. I'm just a cook! Why is that so funny? Is there anybody else in the house? Only the cook? The cook! Yeah, not the cook. We'll save the cook. Like, a bitch needs to eat.
You came.
Get back.
Clive.
Stop forcing this romance.
Hands.
Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
Dion and Terrence and Joshua should be a throuple. Clive and Theo. I mean, I still have hope we incorporate original Sid into this somehow, just saying. Is the boat gonna fall off a cliff? Oh no. I'm really shocked we didn't shove a Leviathan into this somehow. I just... It's weird to me that they skipped water, but yet we have this whole sequence of events that's playing out in water. It's weird to me. I feel like the original story treatment must have had something. But for whatever reason, time, budget, yada yada, they cut it.
Can you go on?
Yeah, they swore there was no DLC coming, but it sure seems obvious there's a place to put something, isn't there? I mean, and to be fair, I mean, there's still more lore to come, so, you know, again, those of you that have beaten it, don't spoil me on it, but if there's a way that they can explain the two icons of fire, then why limit themselves to just the missing Leviathan? Like, couldn't they do other famous icons from Final Fantasy lore and bring them in too?
You. What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive.
I think his voice changed.
This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master
I would fucking love them to
turned
take
my
some of the
blade.
14 originals and make them canon in Final Fantasy. I think Ravana would be so fucking good.
The world will soon be painted in
Tsukiyomi would be the other one I'd want to see
and
real
all
bad.
that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a
I see,
choice.
so he's just been pushing God this whole time.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate.
however much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Defend yourself!
Not you attacking my dog. That's where I draw the fucking line.
In a short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know naught of this world or of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Rise, we must. Raise your guard.
Alright.
I have seen
Oh
enough.
shit.
If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. Are you ready? I shall cut you free. This
Jeez. I don't know how to get out of this.
You will assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed.
Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna guess that was not preventable. That was
so
not preventable.
Never.
Clive!
I knew it. Jill's gonna come out and do something.
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord in his
I like the
mercy
dark version of
has
the Final
taken
Fantasy theme
pity
playing.
on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
Clive, oh dear, that's not good. That's not who we wanted to beat.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice.
Oh.
Where it led.
Put some damn clothes on. Put some damn clothes on.
We need only wait till dawn.
I mean, Clive doesn't have to put clothes on, but I'm just saying. This is highly inappropriate.
This is the second time Barnabas is best.
Not as much side boob as possible
Powerless against him.
in this game.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master.
Surely you won't do that.
So true, Neroxid. So true.
The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with.
This is just so weird. I don't like this relationship between them.
To save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never.
I mean, it
once
makes
took
sense,
the
Neroxid.
time
It makes
to
sense.
Save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
If that leg was positioned
No
ever
one
so slightly
is
different,
beyond saving. Provided they
a lot
want
of
to be
people would have some
saved.
things to say about this game.
You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
I kind of wondered why she didn't
burden,
give him the power
I'll give
earlier.
you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These
Because, like,
I carry.
Joshua gave him the power of the Phoenix and can still do
sorrow.
Phoenix things.
I see now that they are all a part of me.
So I never really did understand why she was hesitant, like why she didn't give him the powers, but maybe they didn't understand how to do it in a way that wouldn't like weaken her or what Joshua did is different. Right.
If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too.
This scene is so awkward, though. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like this romance between them at all.
I promise you, Jill. We will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
I think that's what it is for me too, Shane, is that they really, like, they were supposed to be like a brother and sister type of thing. So that's why this whole thing reads weird. I mean, the Active Time lore should have never called it out, but even then it was kind of projected that way in the beginning anyway. Like, I think I would have read into the relationship that way anyway. So it's just like, the whole thing feels creepy. I don't like it. I mean, you can love a show and hate a plot line. Like, that's, you know, or what they did in an episode, and it's very that. Well, I mean, they literally introduce it as like the bitch mother took her in as well, and they were all raised together. So like she kind of was like a sister. So that's what just I feel like I'm not buying into this emotionally the way they want me to. And it's a bummer because if I did buy into it emotionally the way they want me to, I probably would be buying this hook, line, and sinker. Honestly, it is put together very well otherwise. I'd rather he romance the dog,
What
to
of
be
Barnabas?
quite honest.
Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare
Well,
move on Storm without
People
her.
probably are buying into it because this whole last scene, honestly, was done very well. And there's not a lot of, I mean, I can think of like maybe in Final Fantasy X, there was a very good scene that was romance. You know, there are very particular moments in the Final Fantasy series.
Let's go home
And
and
if
find
you're into this relationship in the slightest, that scene probably lands very well for you.
Ash will have to wait.
I haven't liked their romance from the start, so this whole thing is just kind of annoying to me. But I'm not surprised at all. There's people on the internet that are shaking, crying, fanficking, drawing, recreating, posing, theory crafting, sequeling, all of it. All right, off we go again. Now where do we go? Oh, we have to go back to the hideaway. All right. Oh, no, not that. Not that. No, we're not going down that rabbit hole. The end. Having to read Flowers in the Attic in high school was bad enough. We're done. We're done. Nope. We're going to put that back under the rock and bury it.
But there's Tool, and then there's Tool.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherjar, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway.
But I'm glad it worked for you, Spike, and I'm sure it works for a lot of people. Like, I can't shake from my head. Like, again, everyone's got their own headcanon in the way they interpret the story. But like, to me, that was his sister that just happened with it. It's no. But if it didn't land for you that way, then yeah, it's the scene otherwise is very well done. I'm sure, you know. All right. Well, what do we get out of this? Shiva. Ice Age, which forcefully knockbacks enemies great distances. Okay. Shiva's iconic feat, Cold Snap, can be used to swiftly move left, right, forward, or back to either dodge attacks or close in on an enemy. Okay, I guess that's kind of neat, but I don't know if I need that compared to the other abilities I have now. She was brought in as a sister girl, but more like a servant, and I thought was one of my many reasons why Clive hated the caste system of this world. I don't know.
I should visit Joshua, assuming Talia will allow it.
Oh, we have quests that are locked now? Really? Oh god, it's the same fucking blacksmith and potion thing. All right, all right. Okay, well, let's... So what ability... This. Shiva channeled. Okay, so there's very clearly room for one more, which I'm going to assume is Odin, to go right there. Ice Age. Unleash a river of icicles that greatly knocks back enemies it strikes. Hold button to increase potency. Okay. Or launch multiple shards of ice that upon striking lighter enemies, draw them towards Clive, can be used in mid-air. Slide effortlessly across the ground in any direction, attacking with circle while sliding can temporarily freeze enemies. Get rid of Garuda. No, I think Garuda's O ability is very good for, like, you can pull the people down when you hit them enough on the stagger, and you can pull them up in the air with you. Like, what was the line we were saying the other day, Shane, about everybody does the battle system differently, and that's okay, right? So, no, actually, Garuda, I would honestly get rid of Phoenix before I get rid of Garuda. But I really like the dash that you could do with Phoenix Shift, too. That's right. Find the style that works for you and work it. Okay, I don't need Mega Flare. So could I try, just to try it out, could I do Shiva and then I don't think we need the draw towards Clive. Can I replace this with... Oh, I don't have Bahamut's ability maximized yet. Shit. Well, how much is it to maximize it? 6,000? Goodness. All right. Let's try this again. What if we did Bahamut, Shiva... Okay, and then we do one of Shiva's abilities instead of Wind Up. I don't know if I want ones that knock people back, though. Yeah, I think that's the better option. And then for Bahamut, I don't think this Flare Breath I use a lot. I think this is where you put Titan's Punch. There. That, yeah, I do... I am willing to get rid of the Tornado, but I'm not sure there's something to replace it yet. But I'm assuming since we also have Odin coming, there's probably something I'm going to want to get rid of and put there. Diamond Dust for staggering. Ooh, Shiva's ult is amazing for stagger. Okay, okay. Do I have the points? Do have the points. Okay, well then we'll put her ultimate here. Easy. Okay, I think we got it.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps...
No, I don't think you're crazy. I think, again, headcanon is whatever you want it to be. I would believe, though, first, that Joshua has a romantic relationship with Jote before I believe the Clive and Jill thing, which I know some of you are going to take issue with, but I said it. I said it. But Joshua could certainly still be, panned by whatever, too. I mean, it's a utopian future. Everyone's bi.
What is this place?
Don't move.
I would believe that, Spike. I would accept that.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Well, and if you want to take it one step further, do I want to go there? Do I want to go there? Yes. Okay, I'm going to buy a house there. I'm going to pay a mortgage there. Here's the thing. Jote also kind of gives me big non-binary energy. Like, Jote uses she, they pronouns, and I love that for them. That's just, energy I'm kind of reading into that, which is great.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
And I say that as someone who enjoys the occasional day for themselves as well.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima?
Okay. Yes.
No, not you. This is my doing.
So what happened to Dion is very similar to what happened to Ifrit, Clive in the very beginning of the game. And that's kind of what I've been figuring this whole time.
Your hurts are healing nicely.
The Ultima was somehow fucking with them.
It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
See, that whole sequence just plays into everything all we're just talking about, too.
But I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look.
They kind of all do that,
I
though,
have an
Shane.
idea,
Well,
I might know of one.
like Clive and Jill and the ones don't, but like Barnabas keeps calling people by
While
their
you're plotting our
names
course,
too.
I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Okay, why is this one locked? Quest progress is currently restricted. Yikes. What quest is this? Roderick Physiker. Huh? Probably because I need to unlock some of these other plus signs first, I would think. Oh god, and there's a quest that came in via letter. Oh. Desiree has new items for us.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Give me free stuff.
You earned this.
Have I been skipping content? Not particularly, but I haven't been clearing every side quest as they popped up because we still had the two. If I go back to the world map, there were two over here in this area that were still available at the start of the stream tonight that we didn't clear. So if that quest ties into those other ones, that could be why. But I think Vivian has some map content for us, so I'd like to see it.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Thumb, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Righty. Progress on certain quests is no longer limited. And that quest opened up. So it was just locked behind her little spiel. That's interesting, isn't it? Maybe y'all didn't notice it.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Let's quickly see if Karen or the blacksmith have anything for me.
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, dear?
Ice brand, sure.
Should last you a good while.
I guess that's all we get.
And
let me tell you a story, Clive.
All right.
Okay, but only because you're Karen.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me? I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries.
Yeah, I like Karen a lot.
On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye.
Karen's a good example of like
fell right
side
into
quest
his damn
material
trap.
that's really fucking interesting. Like
He
that
was true
quest
to
with
his
her
word,
and
so I ended up being
Goots
true to
in the
mine,
last.
and I
I
soon
think that was
started
one I
making
did
the
off
best
stream.
profits I've seen since taking
Was
up
really
the
cool.
trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know.
This scene
Said
is
that with
missing
them
polygon
gone, the
grapes
realm
because
would
look in
conquer
the
all
basket there.
opportunity for the
There's
likes of
very
me
much
to
like
mint
polygon
gil.
nuts in there. That's very much a
Why, I
rendered
reckon
texture
an
that just
enterprising
looks like.
individual could find herself the richest diamond
There's
in
an
the
unfortunate
twins.
opportunity here for some
Well,
good
that's
old
when he had me.
CBU3 polygon
I emptied my
grapes
stores that day and moved
for
into
sale.
the Hardaway proper. And the rest,
That's
as
the
they
one thing
say,
I'm the most
is
jealous of
ancient
with
bloody
Shane going to
history.
FanFest and not me.
A dozen
Is
years
that he's
on,
getting those
and I'm
polygon
still
grapes.
not the richest damn. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
I didn't intend to talk to her to get all that side quest stuff, or I guess side
Still
story
alive,
stuff.
Are ya? Go on then.
But I knew that she had more stuff for sale, and I was just curious if maybe there's any upgrades. Doesn't look like it. I guess I'm gonna guess the new stuff is probably, yeah, this type of accessories. Okay. I don't think I need anything there. I mean, I could waste Gil on Orchestricians. I don't know why, but I guess I could. But I feel like I'll just hold on to my Gil. Doesn't Gil roll over into New Game Plus? Because if so, then I would just buy all the Orchestricians as I go through New Game Plus. Okay. Back to the shelves.
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets
Interesting
have
that there would be no
heretofore eluded
achievement
me.
for the Orchestrations.
Now,
You would think that would be a very
I believe I know
obvious
where to find
trophy,
a more
but
complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels...
I mean, they're
chanced
still
to hear
fun
of
to
the
just
circle
collect
of
for the hell of
Marius?
it.
I would think not. Few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise
Might be time for a rousing speech.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention.
Rank the characters on screen.
As well as slow
Oh god, these
and
four.
require supplies which may be difficult to obtain.
Mid, Gav,
Only Joshua and
Jill,
I
and
will
Otto.
be going.
No, I actually like Jill. I'm lowering Jill's ranking because the other things that bug me about her. I want to revise that. Mid, Jill, Gav, Otto.
Bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling.
Now
at
with
death.
Clive and Joshua.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear attempting
Clive,
to target royalists
Mid.
and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe.
Joshua,
You'll be needing
Jill,
passage home,
Gav,
after all.
Otto.
But very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
And Otto's, yeah, I mean, and what Spike says is kind of true too. Like, I don't dislike Otto. It's just, you know, I don't know. Like, he's had a couple side quests, and there was that one where you could kind of pick him to get a little bit more background with his relationship with Sid, which is cool. But they're just, I don't know, he just hasn't had as interesting of a story to me as the others. That's all.
How do you split the sea?
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Now, if we include Sid 1, then I would say Sid 1, Clive. I would rank Sid 1 above everybody else, to be quite honest. Oh my god, all of these side quests to clean up later. Let's try to push it, because I feel like if we at least maybe unlock some more zones and areas to explore, that'll be even more side quests. Also, I'm kind of excited at the prospect of just getting to a new zone. Yeah, I agree, Solar Bear. OG Sid is tops. Hello, by the way.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
It took a lot more that night than just her icon.
Yes, I did. She understood.
Well.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it.
Oh, good point, Questbuster. I should be leveling the scholar book too.
Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not totally bothered by the lack of the traditional, or whatever you want to call it, Final Fantasy party in this game. I think because it is much more open world, it's a little hard to just sub people in and out at will.
To visit Ash?
I don't know. I'm not super bothered by it. I think maybe it's what you guys are saying, is that like the characters are kind of like this doesn't just feel like this is Clive and nothing but Clive kind of game.
I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
This is also where I need to make sure I'm not too far behind the curve on experience, because this may be a sign that I need to stop and do side quests.
About warm welcomes, Gav.
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
Okay, 36, so we're still good, because I'm 39. Oh yeah, I have a new ability.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and Kashyyyk here.
Let's hope the villagers get it out in time.
This one.
I'm not sure I'm feeling what's so great about this Shiva ability. Is it because you can kind of freeze them as you move around? And I guess I should say compared to the Phoenix ability. Oh no, I'll try it a little longer, see if I like it. I can actually see where this is good for dodging. I think that's what it really is. Yeah, I want to see her abilities. Oh, this is the big one. Okay.
Too slow.
Don't get surrounded.
Get him.
Like, why is everything getting set on fire? And then oh yeah, Joshua has Phoenix ability. Makes sense, I guess.
This one. Over here.
Ooh, another level. Lucky me. 40.
It's Canberra all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Sorry, I'm chatting with Alan.
Aye, aye.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
Okay, so hit O instead of R1. I'll try doing that.
Warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slathering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
I guess we have to go all the way through there. Yeah, it's a good way of looking at it. Phoenix can fly. For as gloomy, dreary as this area is, it's really pretty. It's like, let's shoot a Tim Burton movie here.
Ugh, this place reeks like a morble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
This one.
Stab, 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 stab. I don't know why that was so satisfying, but it was.
This won't be easy.
This one.
Is that a Gabu? Oh, I was supposed to use circle and I didn't. Old habits die hard. Oh, that's That's what you all like. All right.
This one. Over here. Get him. This one.
See, that's I enjoy this too much to build up stagger bar. Wow, 66K, love it. Okay, I guess I can see where you have value with that over what I've been doing with Garuda, but both is also really good.
This one. This one.
Honestly, I need to get the points to ultimate Giga Flare, and then I would take out Bahamut's ability. I mean, Bahamut's ability is nice, but it's not as necessary. Yeah, keep in mind, I'm probably way lower on ability points than most of you were at this point because I haven't been doing all the side quests as I go. Oh, shit. Oh, didn't realize I was on Bahamut. Dang it.
This one.
Did it. Upgraded Flames of Rebirth is also a fast 1.5. Interesting. All right. I'm thinking you just don't have enough ability slots to do everything you want to do. But I'm okay with it because I realize it's only realistic to have so much stuff loaded into memory. Oh. Berserker ring. I don't think so. Oops. Not me doing a tornado unnecessarily, completely. All right. Oh, we have to go over a bridge. Guess that makes sense. But to answer the question specifically, do I have the Berserker ring? I don't know. Yes. Increases your attack proficiency with each precision dodge. That's pretty good. I guess, like, the only thing that I would even, like, consider unequipping would be taking off the Torgal ring, but I just know I've been playing this so long now, I'd forget to do it.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
Bark.
That must be Aistla. What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap! No quarter!
Too slow. You think all the villages in Ash are like this?
Question for later, Gap.
Nice try.
Freezing up. There's something so horrific about all those dogs barking while you're running around punching, and also very satisfying.
Here they come!
I don't want to die here, Clive.
Then don't! This one. Get him! Over here!
Oh. And see, we have a dragon. Oh, dang it, I fucked up the wind-up. Someone's mad.
Is it over yet? Of course it bloody isn't. Get him. This one.
Shit. Crap. Dang it. Yeesh. Alright, we did it though. More ability points. We're gonna need a lot more of them, that's for sure.
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
Now, is this necessary?
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I agree. His armor looks great. Oh, poor birds.
Oh,
They didn't
you've
know.
got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
You don't get too much of a hint.
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa, easy, easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who?
Any idea this lady knows how to take down a big purple barrier?
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith.
I'm still trying to kind of like put this all together here. I'm assuming she was spared because she'd need Aether for 2?
Thinking he did this.
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether.
Yeah, it wasn't that far off.
I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
Then we must climb the tower and get this king. Meanwhile, in another part of the galaxy.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be.
Well, that doesn't look like the other one at Phoenix Gate. It's a little more dreary. Ah.
The mural is complete. Ultima and this vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here.
Oh, now Leviathan's here.
Where is the Phoenix? By the founder.
The little heartbeats beating in the controller too.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Aw, Torgal waited so patiently during that entire cutscene. Good for him. Alright, party makeup has changed. Alright, let's... With that, we're going to do a save. And I think that is going to wrap up for now. We get another little symbol there. Yes, because we get Shiva as well. Because I think dinner's been waiting for me for like 20 minutes, so I am ready to eat. But I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.